went to the Navy, 13 to the Marines, 46 to Army, and 42 have been posthumously. Today we have 314,000 Hispanics in the armed forces and 1.2 million veterans. But moreover, today we continue to have a Supreme Court Justice, a US Attorney General, 7 astronauts, 1 HHS Secretary, 7 US Treasurers, all of them women, of course, 105 presidents and colleges and universities, 2 United States Surgeon Generals, 3 admirals, 2 generals, a Secretary of the Navy, 6% Fortune 500 members, 18 billionaires, 10 Brazilians, 4 Mexicans, 2 Colombians, 1 Argentinian, y to top it all, 1 Chilean woman. We have had 26 Nobel Prizes, 6 of them for peace, 24 Miss Universe, bendito, 5 of them for Puerto Rico. It could have been 6, but I wasn't called. And then 11 runner-ups, 2 Miss World, como dicen en Nueva York, we are not chopped liver, mijo. Now, allow me to talk about something that is really important, that is economics of the Hispanic community. Because whether it is acknowledged, accepted, or known by many people, Latinos have a significant impact on the United States economy. In 2023, the US Latino gross domestic product was 4.1 trillion, growing 2.5 times faster than the non-Latino GDP. This makes us the Latino economy the 5th largest in the world, surpassing economies of countries like United Kingdom, India, and France. And when compared globally with the GDP of the world's 10 largest economies, the Latino GDP has been the 3rd fastest growing overall since 2010, and to top it all, is projected to go beyond Japan and Germany by 2027. If truth would be known, Hispanic purchasing power is larger than the GDP of Canada, Russia, Spain, or even Australia. And with this important accomplishment, the reality is that today, if power followed population growth, Hispanic would hold 16% of the positions of power in this country. And if power followed economic growth, Hispanics would hold 8% of the positions of power. But did you know that in 2023, consumption reached 2.7 trillion, representing the buying power 5% larger than the entire economy of Texas and the entire economy of the state of New York? And even more important, today Latino market purchasing power equals 3.4 trillion, making it the largest and the fastest growing market. If we were an independent country, our US Latino GDP would be tied to France for the 7th largest in the world. Additionally, let it be known that Latinos have been a big important driver in the economy during the pandemic. In fact, the performance of Latinos during the pandemic was sufficient to make the US Latino GDP the fastest growing GDP among the world's top 10 economies, outspacing the GDP growth of economic powerhouses like China, India, and even the United States that was in the distant fourth. So currently there are 1.6 million Latino-owned businesses in the United States, 34% in the last 10 years, making them the fastest growing segment of the United States small businesses enterprises and expanding twice the rate of the national average. But if you want to talk about small businesses, then you have to talk about Latina-owned small businesses. They are the fastest growing segment of the small businesses in the United States, playing a key economic impact in the economy, creating 23 million, the equivalent of 16% of all US jobs, and responsible for employing 9.4 million people. A eso yo digo, más respeto, señores, más respeto. In 2025, Hispanics will account for 12% of all US buying power, and more than 75% of this group will be using commerce channels. With age, population, and purchasing power in their favor, Latinos are fundamentally reshaping the future of the